Welcome to Swamp Bites, episode 2, here at Swamp Shangri-La, rural living in the heart of South Carolina Lowcountry. We are going to discuss setup for chainsaw cutting. That is our subject matter for this episode. What do you need to start cutting timber in your backyard, your hunting lease, wherever? First thing you need is a saw. We have the MS-661 here, and when it comes to saw selection, you have to first decide what is the median range of timber on your property. You've seen us use the 291 quite a bit. 291 has a 20-inch long bar, and you've seen it handle quite a bit, and it will keep handling quite a bit. This has a 36-inch long bar. So you have to decide what you need and then decide where to take it from there. Don't skimp on chainsaws. You're talking about a valued member of the family. It is a tool. So if you go and buy a shoddy saw, you can expect a shoddy product. Buy a quality piece of equipment, folks. The other thing you're going to need to do is have a scrunch. That way you can go ahead and adjust your bar as needed. They should include one of these with your purchase, but if not, buy a couple off the shelf. Stihl uses a 19 millimeter, that's the large end, as you see. Husqvarna, the small end, uses a 13 millimeter. Right here, you have a screwdriver on the other side once you loosen these up to adjust the tension to make sure you have good snap on that chain. The other thing you're going to need, folks, chainsaw chaps. Here's Swamp Shangri-La. We use Lavonville chainsaw chaps. 10-ply Kevlar, American company out of New England, solid design. Chainsaw chaps work very simply. When the saw goes in, they bog it down. Explosion of fibers, works like a champ. You need to make sure your saw comes with a scabbard. That way you can do the Paul Bunyan carry if need be, if you got a monster bar on that thing. Even if you got a smaller bar. That's just reality. You don't want that bar banging around and hitting your legs, hitting other things. You know, you might be transporting it in a box. You don't need a cutting, rigging equipment, what have you. The other thing you're going to need is total protection. Logging helmet, earmuffs, hard hat, steel mesh screen. Debris hitting your face is blocked. Decibel level, noise is stopped. And then impact resistance. And it's got a nice ratchet strap as well. The other thing you're going to need, guys, is making sure you got hand protection. You've heard me say leather gloves at a minimum. You're going to need to have a wedging system. So you got an axe here and wedges. We use 5-inch and 10-inch wedges here. That's pretty much standard size. You can go ahead and knock those things in. And you got a way as well to clear debris away from where you're cutting. Finally, the other thing you're going to need to have is a way to sharpen your chainsaw. Handy dandy little file system, replaceable files made by Stihl. Put you at the proper angle, directional finders on it and everything. I think they probably got a couple of knockoffs already on the market. You can check those out. Everything, very fine investment. You can sharpen your chain and take down your rakers as well. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell, what you need to jump in the woods and start cutting. But before you do this, allow me to say one thing in closing. If you've never been behind, if you decide it's in your heart of hearts to go out and buy a big timber saw, I don't care who the manufacturer is. You got Husqvarna makes very fine, big commercial grade saws. Stihl, of course, we are lovers of Stihl. Dolmar, I believe, is also affiliated with Stihl. And these are very large timber saws. We're talking 36-inch bars, 41-inch bars, California redwood taking down bars. We're talking beast-sized saws. Even that being said, if you've never handled a larger saw or any saw for that matter of fact. Please talk it over with a friend. And when I say friend, I'm not talking that buddy that says, hold my beer. I'm talking someone that knows what they're doing. Or when you buy it, find out if there is a way you can get some form of training. Now, you go to a big box store, they'll probably be like, I don't know. If you're buying it from an independent purveyor, it's a brick and mortar establishment, such as these guys, they may, I'm just using the words may, be more than happy to talk to you about it and set something up. You're talking about a decent purchase right there, and they want to keep your business. So, get the knowledge, get the experience, build your way up, and then if you feel this is something you need, you want to go 75cc or whatever, this is 91 cc's, then by all means do it. But whatever you do, do not go past your comfort level. Whatever you do in this world, make sure you maintain that level of comfort, because with that comfort, you will maintain a level of safety within reason. You will have those scenarios where it all goes to crap in the blink of an eye. But if you can negotiate most of it out, then you'll have a pretty good day. We'll see you on the next one.